Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. With the game still up for grabs, he simply told his guys, we're right there. Stay focused, execute, and get it done. Kevin, let's see how it plays out.
Out left to the wing. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Gets the front of the rim and out. And it's Wade penetrating. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's a three-point Heat lead.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they're just giving them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Bosch a screen on Curry. Dang gets a wide open look. Again, the Heat good for two.
Something happened at halftime because they seem to have left their defensive effort in the locker room.
Curry can't get it to go.
He's going to have to find the range. He has not scored in this quarter.
Cole. Shot is good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. And the Warriors get it back. No good from Bogut. The Heat leading by 8. Wade with it. Picked up by Thompson. Dang dishes to Bosch. And the whistle blow. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's foul number 2 for him. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Spurs in an interconference battle here at the AT&T Center in San Antonio. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season. In the 2 meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
They picked this team apart. The couple of times they squared off with them last year. On paper, they weren't evenly matched, and on the court, they weren't either.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with Marion. And it's Verjao in at the center, filling out the middle. Irving can't hit. Steve talked about last year when they met and how the differences existed between the two, and maybe the same this year too, Clark.
Well, that's the way you would expect it to play out, Kevin, but this is a different season. It's early, and we still can't be really sure if the makeup of these teams is the same as last year, so I think we're going to see something a little different.
A lot of people thought that Danny Green would build on his play from the 2013 playoffs last season, but It was marred by injuries and underwhelming performances from him. Definitely not what he nor Spurs fans were hoping for.
Love kicks to Marion. Back to Love. Just 2 to shoot. Leonard attacking. And he dunks it down.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Shoots it up. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And Danny Green last season, a dip in his field goal and three-point percentage club.
You know, he hit a slump around the middle of the season, but he finished strong. Still a highly efficient scorer in their offense.
Irving dishes to James. And a miss there on the triple.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
3-on-3. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
They got right to the rim, but got hammered once he got there by the defense.
But that was a nice job taking it strong and forcing his way to the line. Well done. Sean Marion with 15 years in the NBA, a very good 15 years, basically talked about retiring even though he was still playing well at the conclusion of last season. Although I guess he did have a change of heart.
And Marion, a 4-time All-Star, one of the most athletic and versatile players in league history. Still an excellent role player, even after all these years.
Now LeBron. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Wallace with it. He's picked up by Parker. And it's Kevin Love with the 3. Love's got 5 points so far.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And Green gets it to go. And Marion has made a good chunk of change over his career. A lot of money. He said he wanted to walk away while he could still walk.
Yeah, well, he can't walk in his game, certainly can still walk and talk. An excellent defender, an energy player, a stat sheet stuffer. I'm quite pleased that he hasn't decided to hang him up yet.
And another shot. And Leonard with the block. Outside, Green. From deep. The shot will not go. And Cleveland the other way now. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
Tell you what, if there's success on the boards in this first quarter is any indication, it's going to be a good day.
And rebounds usually are a good indicator.
It's Parker outside. And he gets it to go. Parker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
San Antonio's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Back to Green. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists in the game. For 3, Love. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And they'll keep possession. James, the pass to Love. The feed now to Irving. Offensive rebound. And it's in. Oh, he nails the buzzer beater. And so the first quarter wraps up without too much action on the scoreboard. Spurs lead by 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
The defense was really impressive there, guys, in that first quarter. They came out focused right from the beginning.
And, Steve, that's a big part of why they're on top right now.
Boris Diaw is out there with Bellinelli. Then there's Ginobili. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Baines in at the 5. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the Spurs not necessarily a glamour franchise, but maybe the NBA's model franchise. The longest streak of 50-win seasons in league history, 5 championships, and a litany of former Spurs working as head coaches and GMs around the league. Tim Duncan said people aren't envious of their image, but they're envious of how they run things. They get it done, Kevin.
They sure do. An incredible run. Thanks, Doris. And Joseph kicks to Baines. Leaves it up and in off the pretty assist. Baines has got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs. Kicks it to Miller. Puts it up. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Boris Diaw was more aggressive looking for his offense last season, and he's got a lot of it. I thought he shot the ball extremely well. Excellent percentages both from the field, 2-point range, and long range.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Shot by Joseph. No good.
Man, that's too bad. Easy shot there, and you got to knock that one down.
Well, that's a concentration cramp right there. I mean, just lost focus.
And Diaw last season averaging around 9 points a game. That represented a major uptick in his score.
Yeah, and it's really not about his scoring either, as you know, Kevin. I mean, he's a guy who can beat you in a lot of different ways. Terrific passer, perfect in that San Antonio offense because of his ability to see the floor and pick the defense apart.
Kevin, I've got a chance now to look at where the Cavaliers ranked in the NBA last season. 10th in fewest turnovers per game. 11th in rebounding. As for three-point shooting, not a strong point for them. Top 20 in the league. They've got room for improvement in that area.
I think the most impressive aspect of their team last year, Clark, was the few turnovers that they committed. In the top 10 in the league in terms of fewest turnovers per game. And that boded well for them. Anytime they took care of the basketball, they were extremely difficult to beat, and that became a big part of their identity.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
I think they're also getting some good looks in transition, doing a nice job of running the floor.
Here's Bellinelli. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Here's Miller. Can they get it? And it's good on the layup. Miller's got his first points in this one.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Both teams deciding to change it up.